Listen, I hope y'all like and subscribe to my channel. I can't believe what I saw today. I just got an alert on my phone saying a child is abducted. And I go into it because I want to see, if I know this person that's abducted this child, or, just look at the picture of the man so I can look around and see if I see the man anywhere around me. And when I go on there, it appears to be the child's father because they got the same last name and he looked just like him. We doing this now, ladies? Before I get into this, because I wrote some notes on this, please like and subscribe to my channel. I can't believe this is happening. And well, back in the day, I'm just the loss of words because y'all having these babies by these men and y'all don't trust them with y'all kids. Or y'all bitter because they not with y'all no more. Okay, so I'm going off my notes right now. It's alarming to receive an alert about a child abduction, only to find out that it's the child's father involved. This situation speaks volume about the dynamics of relationships and parenting today. Many of these cases could potentially be avoided if people took the time to truly know and trust their partners before having children. It's understandable that people can change over time, but if you don't trust someone enough to raise a child with them, why have a baby in the first place? Why? Why y'all having babies with these men that y'all don't trust? One key issue here is rushing into relationships, especially physical intimacy. Too many people are too quick to jump into bed without really getting to know their partners on a deeper level. And when this happens, you may miss red flags or important signs that the person you're with isn't someone you can fully trust or rely on in the long run. This can lead to situations where co-parenting becomes a nightmare and the law has to get involved. Okay? So back in our days, we didn't call nobody. We went and got our kids, or we waited till he came back and took care of our business. We never called the law or got the courts involved. That's snitching. And back in the day, our thing was snitches get stitches. I don't know what type of world we coming into where we got to get the courts involved in our relationships. That's crazy to me. Some individuals end up feeling bitter and resentful after having a child with someone who isn't stable or supportive in their partnership. This can lead to a lot of unnecessary drama where both parties are more focused on fighting with each other rather than raising their child in a healthy, supportive environment. And it's sad to see, especially when the child gets caught up in the middle of this conflict. And this woman has this kid and he's like, you better not smile when he pull up. Petty stuff. I done seen it happen. I have friends that act like this. And I be telling them they dead wrong. But you be like, oh, you better not like him. You better not be smiling. Just trying to see if the child is more happy to see their daddy than being around them. Just trying to force them to hate their daddy. Y'all might hear the storm because I'm in Florida and it's storming up here. Okay? Y'all, hopefully we don't get too rough of a time with this storm. But I'm praying for everybody that live in Florida. Hopefully y'all have some boats, because I do. I got a boat, okay? And a life jacket, So anyway, let's get back to this stuff. But y'all dragging these kids in y'all conflict. And y'all arguing and fighting in front of these kids. You shouldn't have never had a baby by this man that you didn't know. Then you would know what he gonna do. Okay? You're supposed to date for a while. I'm gonna get to that. If you're over the age of 25, it's time to seriously evaluate your decision making regarding relationships, and parenthood. At this stage in life, you should be taking steps to ensure that you are building a future with some trust, not just someone who seems fun or attractive in that moment. He hype, he fine looking, you sexually attracted to him, you like everything about his swag, but this just lust. That don't mean he gonna be a good husband, and that don't mean he gonna stay with you, because just because you like him, that don't mean he gonna like you the same way. And if he's slipping up and his pull-out game is weak, it's weak with everybody. So don't think, women think that if a man's pull-out game, I know, because I used to think this too. If a man's pull-out game is weak, that you got some good stuff. No, he's just weak. Okay? Keep your standards high and don't rush into situations that could lead to long-term problems. Long-term problems. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all know my words messed up. Don't rush into it. Getting to know someone deeply takes time. It's important to spend at least 2 to 5 years with someone before deciding to have a child together. This period allows you to observe how they handle life's ups and downs, how they treat you, and how committed they are to the relationship. If a man is willing to stick around for several years before a child enters the picture, there is a great chance that he will stick around once a baby comes into the mix. It's a great chance because he likes you. It don't matter about your sex, because there's plenty of girls with good sex. You can't keep no man like that. When you build that strong foundation of trust and commitment, you are far less likely to end up in a situation where the police or the courts have to intervene. No one wants to be in a position where they feel the need to call the authorities because the father of the child has taken them too long or isn't following the agreed upon arrangements. Nobody got time for that. Y'all gotta, and sometimes the courts don't rule in your favor. Sometimes you mess up by letting them in your business just because you can't control your emotions to be a co-parent in a relationship. You can't control your emotions because you're still in love, or that man don't like you as much as you thought he did, and now you got to carry on a burden in a relationship with this child. You got to have this relationship with this child, and y'all no longer in this relationship, so you feel like, oh, he got off and I didn't because I still got the child. He don't, and he can come and go when he want to, so I'm gonna make sure he can't come and go when he want to. He got to do what I say, since he ain't gonna do what I say, or he ain't gonna want to be with me. Just bitter, just very bitter, and it's gonna affect that child in the long run. This type of conflict is often avoidable if both parents are on the same page from the start. I'm not here to judge anyone because I've been in a similar situation. We just didn't call the law. We didn't call the law at all back in the day. Okay, I don't know where y'all get this calling the law at, but we don't do that. Y'all got to get out of that, this generation. Y'all got to get out of that snitching and stuff. However, one thing I learned is that when you're in a strong, trusting relationship, there's no need to involve the police over disagreements about your child. Like I said, back in the day, we handled things differently. We worked it out ourselves instead of escalating the situation and labeling it as something more serious, like an abduction. That's a serious abduction. I want to know what happens to the father once he gets the police involved. Does that abduction go on his record to where he's like a felon? Is it a felony charge? Somebody tell me what that does to that father. Because a woman to try to destroy you if she can't control you. So that's why I be telling y'all better watch y'all sexual desires, because I promise you, when she put that pressure on her, she ain't gonna be so fine no more. She ain't gonna be so cute no more, because y'all relationship mostly likely was a money exchange. And if money exchange, she gonna keep trying to get that money. You gonna hate her. You gonna wish that you never met her, Why learn then when you can learn right now? Y'all better pull out. I'm telling you. There's a difference between genuine child endangerment and a dispute between parents. When trust and communication breaks down, things can spiral out of control quickly. But with the right foundation and understanding, these situations can often be prevented. If you don't truly know or trust your partner, you're setting yourself up and your child up for a heartache down the road. Y'all getting these kids, and then y'all don't want the kids to have nothing to do with the father, but they don't have nothing to do with that. They love their dad. They don't have to have no gifts or no money like you did. That's not the agreement they agreed upon. They like their daddy for nothing, for no reason, no how, no way. They just don't like him for the same thing you love him. They have genuine, unconditional love for their dad. So you can't make them say, oh, he don't do nothing for me, so he ain't my dad. I don't like him. Nope. The more you try to get him away from his daddy or her daddy, gonna make him love him secretly more and more. It's gonna take their daddy to disappoint them themselves several times before they give up on their dad. And usually if you keep saying something negative about their dad because you are doing the most things for that baby, and you wanted them to know, because women get mad because that kid really loved that daddy like so much, and he ain't did nothing, and you slaving and stuff, and encourage it. The only way you gonna make that kid see that dad for who he is. Kids like what you don't like. They do the total opposite. So play the mind game where you say, oh, this your daddy, and this, that. Let them disappoint them and keep positive. Because the more you keep positive and you want them to do it, is when they ain't gonna want to do it. Unless you and your kid is close. Some of y'all kids are close, like me and my kids is close. So when I say something, they know it, because I'm not finna do no petty stuff or no bitter stuff. It is what it is. We ain't together. And I'm cool with my kid's father, and we cool. We co-parents perfect. My kid's grown now, but we still respect each other. I still tell my daughter, hey, tell your dad happy birthday, because I remember his birthday, so I'll tell her. And she be like, oh, yeah, it is dad's birthday. Or sometimes she remembers, so she just go ahead and do that. But it's just healthy. It's healthy. It's not, you don't want your kid to go to his house and he talking negative about you. And if he is, it don't matter. Ain't nothing that you could say about the truth, the realness. The real is always going to be revealed. Okay? The real will always be revealed. So you don't have to say nothing. Be quiet. Women talk too much anyway. Some of us talk too much, and we too emotional, and we just need to take a chill pill. Yeah, sometimes the dads be messed up. Sometimes, but you slept with him. You the one that had the baby by him. You the one that made the decision. Don't get mad at nobody but yourself, and tell yourself never again. And don't take it out on these kids. Let them see their father and be happy for them until they find out. I'm telling you, the more you rebel against their relationship, I know you can't handle it. Some women can't handle it. Some women, they get emotional. They go all the way in. They zone out. They ready to zone out all the way when it come down to their emotion. And in this life, if you leave with your emotions, you ain't gonna never have. You're gonna self-sabotage yourself in every situation that your emotion is involved. Okay? So the goal should be to raise children in a stable, loving environment where both parents are involved and committed. This starts with making smarter choices in relationship and taking time to truly know the person you are with. Before deciding to bring a child into this world, it's not just about you. Stop making it all about you. When you in there and you making the decision to let him penetrate you without a condom, then you making the decision of who your baby daddy gonna be, and you also making a decision um to have that father for your son or your daughter. And you risking your diseases, the diseases you can get. You risking your life for this man that you don't even know. You don't even know him, and you risking your life. And too many of us are doing this. I'm so glad that these diseases wasn't out. Well, they was out, but they wasn't bad back in the day. I'm so glad, because I might have had them. I was doing stupid stuff like this all the time too when I was younger. Like I said, from 25 under, you may get a pass from me. But when you get over 25, you should know better, because you probably done had some diseases before to stop you from doing the stuff that you doing. It should. So once you get your first or second disease, you should be really, really together. Your mind should be really together, and you should be fine. Or once you get your first baby daddy and he ain't right, you should be good. You should know better from then on. But some of y'all habitual F-uppers, okay? Y'all habitual with this stuff, and y'all so toxic. But sometimes this comes from poverty and not thinking you good enough. And you fathers, y'all gotta stop doing this. I know this girl is so sexy, but when she is in your pockets constantly, and you can't get rid of her, and no matter what relationship you in, she's tearing it up. That beauty is so ugly. You're gonna think she is not as cute as she was. A person's attitude can change everything, and that 10-minute pleasure can have you 10 to 20, 30 years of pain. She will be pain for you, or a lifetime if she give you a disease you can't get rid of. Y'all get comfortable. Y'all men get comfortable with these ladies that of the night, and these ladies that's sexual, and y'all start having sex with them, and y'all use condoms at first, and then once you start knowing them, you think, okay, I know her. I've been messing with her for a while now. Y'all think the time y'all know them, even though they nasty and they not good women. And I'm not saying all these women that's you sleeping with is like that. I'm talking about the ones you know is about that life, about that money, and messing around. Yeah, a lot of y'all feel like if y'all keep messing with them, that it's okay to take the condom off because you known them for a long time. That don't stop them from being nasty. You don't know nothing about this girl. You don't know how many times a woman can mess around and just like a man. They can mess hundreds of men a day. You messing with 100 men. You know, some of them is real bad. Worse than you. And because she smells so sweet and she talks so soft, you like, I don't think she that bad. And then as soon as you leave her, she's back on the prowl again. Because she got to pay for this apartment that she can't afford. She got to do stuff that she don't want to do. She got to constantly stay dressed. That's why she's so pretty all the time. Because she got to stay constantly dressed to get this money. She got to constantly be on it because she trying to have a status and live luxury so she can post it on the Facebooks and the Instagrams and stuff like that. She wants to look like this status, and she really not. And if you ain't giving it to her constantly without having an exchange, then she got to get it from somewhere else. So y'all stop doing that, man. Y'all bringing these children in there. These condoms break, and you slip up and have these kids with these girls, and it's just sad for your child, man. And just imagine you as that child, how you would feel if you was born off of a sexual desire, where your dad don't want you anymore, or never did want you. It's a sad thing, and you can break the curse. Y'all can break these curses with these children, and these children can have a family. Don't be doing inserting in her, and just be careful, y'all. I love y'all, and I hope this touches somebody and changes how you look at stuff. Because time will make you get relaxed with these people, with women and men. You know, you have a situationship for 3 or 4 years, you be like, I know him now. Let's slip. It's so sinful and it's so great that you be like, I want to feel how I feel. And it could change your whole world off of that feeling. It's only going to last 5 or 10 minutes. You don't have to feel it like that. You just don't. Y'all chill out, man. And be safe out here. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. All y'all that's looking at my videos all the time, especially on the big TV. I see y'all and I'm grateful for y'all. I appreciate y'all. And mostly I will have in the future, I'm planning on having a podcast. But I want a podcast with good men. None of the men that's faking like they good or acting like they want to be good and they sleeping with everybody. You can't want to be good and you ain't practicing abstinence. If you ain't got no woman, you shouldn't be having sex. If you got a woman, you should be only having sex with her. So I want to get the mind of the most wanted men. The men that everybody wants is the men that don't cheat and don't look at women like no object. And they appreciate women. And you realize all women are beautiful. Most of them. And they gonna come in different sizes to different shapes. You don't have to have every one of them. You can't pass nobody up. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta stop creating this image in your mind and letting your mind go in overdrive for this lust. Cause you're gonna be doing stuff that you didn't want to do because you can't feed it. So it grows and grows into a monster that you can't even tame and that you don't even know where it came from. Then you'll be messing with other men and be doing all type of stuff that you didn't even know that a lot of these people that is gay men say they don't even know where it came from and why they are. It just snuck up on them because they were so nasty and so perverted that they started being gay. Y'all check yourself. Look at how y'all was 5-10 years ago and see how perverted you are now compared to 5 or 10 years ago. It's growing, bruh. You better be careful. You're going to be doing stuff you ain't supposed to be doing if you don't check it now. Let me get off of here today. I got to go to work. I love y'all. Peace. Have a good day.